Alright, so we are back with Dishonored today. This is just going to be a short 1 to 2 probably hour video. We're going to start mission 6 today and probably try to make it inside of Dunwall Tower and get that done. We may make more progress than I think, faster than I think, but that'll be a good thing. I'm trying to get a jump on things because I only have a limited number of streams to finish this game before Resident Evil Requiem comes out on February 27th, and I have a feeling that something is going to ruin one or more of my weekends coming up. Tomorrow's Dishonored stream is still on track to do a full stream, so whatever we don't finish in Mission 6, we will finish Mission 6 and start and get as far into Mission 7 as we can tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. But I had a random desire to do an extra stream on Saturday this week, and so we're gonna get a start on Mission 6. So we're gonna hit continue. Now, where I left off was at the Hound Pits pub. We had just finished Mission 5, and we went all around the Hound Pits pub and talked to everybody and got all the dialogue. That was in the last video, if you're watching on YouTube, or in the VOD if you're on Twitch. But this is the summary of the chapter that we're getting ready to go into. Turn to the tower. It's time to end the Lord Regent's rule, and if you succeed, Emily can be crowned Empress. You must return to Dunwall Tower and infiltrate the place where you once served as Lord Protector. Ever paranoid, the Lord Regent has upgraded security over the months and has a heavily defended safe room to which he will escape if you set off any alarms. And I literally left us right outside of the boat for Samuel. We are ready to begin. Did I go and actually buy anything from Piero? I guess I should probably check that before I leave. Did I?
Do you need me to build something for you? I can make anything, practically.
Oh, thank you for the 10 stream streak and the lurk. Appreciate it. I think I bought everything. Everything that I can. Yeah. This is what easy difficulty is like. We have purchased all upgrades. And I've bought everything I can buy from him, and I still have 4,200 coins. We don't need money. So I probably won't be going out of my way to pick up every copper wire, is all I'm saying. Did I talk to Cecilia? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, your hardware updates. Your parts have left the shop. Should be here Monday. Awesome, Code. Looking forward to having more and better and more organized storage, perhaps?
Ready to face the Lord Regent? About time we took care of my say. Long past time.
Dunwall Tower.
This is it, Corvo. Your last memories of Dunwall Tower might not be good ones, huh? So maybe you can make up for what happened back then. It'll be a bit of a climb from the waterlock. Most important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something. Crazy if you ask me. Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here, where all them announcements come from, might be worth looking into. You ready? Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you. You know what you're doing, I'm sure of that. But you might consider trying not to set off any alarms. If you do, you can bet the Lord Regent will retreat up to the rooftop. Say he's got some kind of bunker up there. Watch yourself here, Corvo. The Lord Regent loves his newfangled technology. Word is, he had one of those watchtowers put up in the front courtyard. There's a moat out in front of the tower. If you're quick enough, you might be able to use it to get inside. Watch it, though. A friend of mine used to be a gardener here, and the moats are full of very hungry hagfish. Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be a corpse. And if not, It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Alright, it appears Samuel's done talking with us. Code, you'll have a bit more up-to-date potato. Yeah, although probably running from Linux from that point on. I'm a little scared to make the Linux jump. I don't know if I ever would, but Microsoft's forcing of operating systems on people is getting a bit old. But, I don't know. I talk a lot of shit for somebody who never does anything different. Yeah. I need to get a new PC. I don't have a TPM on my desktop, so I can't install Windows 11. Which means eventually some games, I'm assuming, will refuse to run on insecure stuff, would be my guess, but I would think only modern games. It does say on Steam's page that Resident Evil 9, or Requiem, requires Windows 11, but I'm like, it's a single-player game. It's not like you need to worry about, like, anti-cheat and stuff like that on a single-player game, so I think we're probably in the clear. Alright, so one of the things I love about this chapter, and doing it non-lethally, is this bone charm is usually, I would say, in a non-lethal playthrough, or a low chaos playthrough, I should say low chaos, this bone charm is always the one that allows you to knock out enemies like twice as fast, and that's going to be so helpful for us. And that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to get that and be happy. Everything else is fish food. Hagfish food. I also want to go over my upgrades. I have everything that I care about. We unlocked Blink 2 first, Agility 2 second, Stop Time 3rd, Possession 4th, and then I finally unlocked the Dark Vision upgrade that allows me to see items. You know, now that I have just 4,000 coins sitting there with nothing to do, nothing to spend it on, of course. But on easy difficulty, doing a non-lethal, stealthy playthrough, that's kind of the purpose. Wind Blast may be something that's good if you want to shatter doors, but it's very loud and you're more likely to draw attention with it than anything. So I'm probably going to let me read this description. Blah 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 blah. At level 2, you can possess humans. Your control of humans is limited, so combat or fast movement are not possible. Possessing a human allows you to perform simple actions like collecting objects or opening doors. Allies will not attack you, and security devices attuned to the human you're possessing will not harm you. If you are falling, possessing an animal or human, break your fall. I was thinking more along the lines of, if you possess a human and when you leave them, are you pretty much immediately detected? I think you can possess a human, walk them somewhere alone, unpossess them, and then immediately knock them out. I think you can do that, so I think I'm probably gonna play around with that. But it requires 5 rooms, which we will have before we enter Dunwall Tower today. Actually, no, that's incorrect. We're only gonna have 1 rune before we enter Dunwall Tower, because the other one is technically inside the safe room, which is above Dunwall Tower, I think. Yeah, that's the one that's actually in the safe room. It shows it on the map because you're technically outside, but you can't reach that without going inside the tower and going out the top floor of it. Code, you may have to update the GPU still, so the Linux will be fine and dandy. Okay. I don't really know too much about Linux. I had a college class on it, and it's kind of like, I consider Linux to almost be a bit like learning a programming language. I can kind of figure out basic stuff by just fumbling around with it, but could I tell you how to do anything on it? Absolutely not. I don't want the people upstairs to hear me. Move!
How's he gonna hear this assassin coming? Embarrassed? Doc for not bathing enough? He says the assassin's going to smell him in the dark.
I have a mind to dock you for too much conversing, guardsman.
Oh, no you won't. Because I helped with the new alarms the Lord Regent asked for. And he says to me, good work. That's right, me. For a second, I thought he might even shake hands, but then, no.
Quiet.
This guard thinks he's special. Dr. Darling, you used Linux a lot in college. If it was a bit more friendly and compatible with games, I would have switched already. I just have I know that I have a short fuse when it comes to technology. I just have limited... I just don't have the patience for anything that just doesn't plug and play. Like Windows, like Microsoft products and Windows is just designed for people like me. It's not that I don't have the technical aptitude to figure it out. It's that I don't want to have to. Okay. Did it say which one I got? It should be the one that allows you to knock enemies out faster. Usually it's anyway. Wait, it isn't? I thought this is like always the one that allows you to knock out guards faster. No, we're not doing this. We're not. We're reloading and re-rolling that bullshit. I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. Albinos! Dude!
I have a mind to dock you for too much conversing, guardsman.
We've already heard this. I thought I could re-roll it, but I guess not.
He says to me, good work. That's right, me. For a second, I thought he might even shake hands, but then, no.
Quiet.
Alright, so we are going to stop time and we're gonna take that we're gonna take this out of here. Oh, wrong one. Alright. There's the arc pylon dealt with. Hey Harry, welcome in. Howdy, howdy, happy Saturday. Hey Sarah, welcome back. Pulse through a window. The Necro shout out. I saw your sneaky shout out in Necro stream today. I like how I just like literally explained how this is pretty much a guaranteed roll that you'll get strong arms, which is the bone charm that allows you to knock people out faster. And I feel like the game just wanted to make me look like an ass. So most of the time that is what is in there.
Attention Dunwall Tower personnel. All new assignments report directly to the duty officer.
Code, you did research on the Switch, and the current Linux version you have is more or less what Steam uses for its decks. Okay, yeah. So you don't have to whittle and waddle with the drivers and settings, yep. The rest of the programs you can get from the Linux app interface. Any custom things you might need later, you have a ready. You have to read and study a tad. That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, I'm just like old and curmudgeon-y kind of thing. It's like, I don't want to learn anything. There are patrolling guards out here, but you know their patrol routes. Don't have to worry about it. He's not targetable. Alright, I don't want to outwalk. I don't want to out ace guards here. There is some dialogue to be had. I want to make sure that we're set up for that. Yeah, I hope your weekend's been going well, Harry. I don't typically stream on Saturdays, but I really felt like gaming and streaming and play. I really felt like gaming today. Oh, by the way, the weekday streams will return next week. I will be doing my exercises on Mondays and Wednesdays going forward, and streams will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We won't be doing weekend games. We do still have... Actually, I just remembered, we do have the poll. There were like 5 responses on it, but I haven't checked it lately. Okay, there hasn't been anything new since I put that in there. So, I have an idea of what we're gonna do, but I don't know for sure. How have the exercises been going? Funny you ask that. They've been shit. Uh-oh. Ooh, sorry, I had to pay attention there. He has a key of some sort. What does that go to? I had a bit of a meltdown the other day. So, but I, instead of just having a fit and allowing myself to have a fit, I decided to compensate. And one of those days I decided to, for one of those days I decided to just, have, like, some scraps for dinner. Indeed, I believe so. I decided to just have some scraps for dinner instead of eat an actual meal. Some dialogue. I'm mostly eavesdropping here.
Dunwall Tower personnel, remain on post until you receive further orders.
Want to get too close to the wall of light. I'm making sure there's no missable dialogue here. Where you going? That's idle guard dialogue, nothing special. Okay, alright, so we're not missing out on anything. I'll shut down the wall of light. So they should not come investigate. No, you're gonna lose my streak. Oh no! Just watch the VODs. My VODs will be there. VODs will always be there for you. I mean, you don't have to actually watch them. You just have to, like, leave them on for a short bit. Find that. City get any worse? Indeed, I believe so. Picking them off one by one because I don't want to deal with these guys on the way back. I'm putting them down here because when you come out of the tower, there will be certain enemies that are respawned. Never doubt it. That's right, Necro. Here's our pile of bodies. I like my pile of bodies. Meltdowns are okay. Exactly. That's how I saw it too, Harry. At the time, I was really emotional, and I, like, my husband came home from work and wanted to ask me what was wrong and everything, and I'm like, look, just let me be dramatic. I'll regain my composure, and we'll go back at it next week. See you. Hey, book lover, welcome in. Good, buddy. For a lot of the years that I played this game, I didn't know that you could walk backwards with enemies while you were knocking them out. I was playing this entire game with a handicap the whole time. I mean, like, I didn't even discover that until I started thinking about it when I was doing story playthroughs of Dishonored 2. And that's at least as long as Dishonored 1 has been out, of course. Or as long as Dishonored 2 has been out. Alright, 4 runes, 2 bone charms, 1 shrine, and 1 Sokolov painting. Know where all of those things are. It's like, just from memory. Necro's a good man. I know what he's going through as you get similar from Mrs. Yeah. Like, when I'm upset, like, I'm just like, just don't try to be there for me. Don't try to help. Don't try to solve. Don't, like, if I try to talk to somebody while I'm having a meltdown, I'm just gonna cry more. I'm just gonna have a bigger meltdown. So I'm like, just let me be dramatic, and things will return to normal. It will be okay. I know that it will be. Even when I'm in the middle of a meltdown, I know that it'll be okay. But it doesn't stop me from feeling like it's the end of the world, you know. Alright, so tall boys are only they cannot be non-lethally dealt with. They can only be killed, which means we can't kill them in this playthrough. I am gonna unlock this door in case I want to come back this way, but I typically keep to the rooftop on my way back. There is some loot down there, but like I said, we have more money than we can spend, and it's not worth it. There's gonna be a couple things that happen when I come up here. There's gonna be a conversation in the balcony area. There's gonna be a guard, and then I gotta watch out for the watchtower that has insane super long range of sight. It's ridiculously annoying. Even on easy. Like, mind your business, watchtower. Apparently, grandkids are the best. You can hand them back when they become pains in the ass. That's fair. Just endure. Yeah, like, it's like, you know, it will end. Whether it's good or bad, it will end, you know. Not the end of the world, but it feels like it, so treat it like it is, and then at the end of the world, while you're in the moment, yeah. I'm just like, just keep me in social quarantine or isolation until I work my way out of it. Like, you know, luckily I have medication that helps calm me as well, which I did take, you know. Yeah. Not gonna stop me from being worried, yeah. Don't worry, Necro. I can take care of myself. I'll be alright. I appreciate the worry, but it's not necessary. Alright, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. this watchtower is insanely efficient. And we also don't want to alert... We don't want... The watchtower can do a couple things. Number one, it can see us, and it can hurt us, sure, but it can also explode and kill this unconscious body off-screen. Or not off-screen, but when I'm not paying attention to it. So it's possible that this could be I guess what you could do is to ensure that is to, you know, put it out of the way, but not everybody has, you know, wants to spend the time to, you know, take a body 8,000 places, or make a stack in one area and go across the map 50 times. I have that kind of a stealth game stamina, but I understand that not everybody does. Here's, this is my pile of bodies. Appreciate it. Gee, I don't know you. That's not your purse. Yeah. I read something somewhere recently that cracked me up. Hold on a second. I want to avoid getting close to that little gazebo area because, God, that tall boy scared me. I just saw him move really fast and I thought he saw me. There's a conversation that happens up there that I want to hear, but I don't want to activate it until I shut off that watchtower. That watchtower is the bane of my goddamn existence. Look, the guards up here. There are guards up here. I can't believe we can hear him smoking a cigarette all the way over here. Whenever Ms. Jackman has a moment, I simply think of the times where I've been an idiot and she's stuck by me. It's a balance, yeah. I mean, yeah, he's more concerned out of worry and not necessarily frustration. He doesn't get frustrated with me very often, which is amazing given all that he's expected to endure. He would have every right to be. Any other man would have cracked under such torture, but sorry, that reminded me of Toy Story and I had to say it, sorry. Alright, we gotta watch this tall boy. I got a very short window. A sec. Hi. Watchtower, mind your business. Now, there are guards that do patrol and come down here, so we're not out of the woods yet, even if we think we are. Alright, room number 1. Ah, I see you. But I can get you on the other side of this. Create a manual save. It's not so much as watching, or it's not so much as watching the game itself, it's more for the interaction. Oh, it's not so much as the watching a game itself, it's more for interaction with the community. Can't do that with bots, yeah. Right, yeah. I just mean if you're really just intent on keeping the streak, yeah. Yeah. Official decree. By order of the Lord Regent. Effective immediately, all access to Dunwall Tower is hereby restricted to official traffic via water lock only. The front gate is sealed with no exceptions. This order issued from the office of General Tobias with the full authority of the Lord Regent. Okay, we'll find Mr. Tobias later. I think this... Let me find out where this guy patrols. So, this is an annoying variable.
Stupid cut.
Hi. Moving before the watchtower. So yeah, he would have found that body if I would have just moved on. But I remember that because of all the times that I played this 6,000 times. Bunch of dicks. Anywho. Oh, wait. I didn't close. Did I? I don't remember closing the door. We're lucky, we're a fortunate bunch to have as many people as we do attend the weeknight streams. Because I don't know how my viewer weirdos do it, but I'm telling you, these guys are awake from the entire time that I am, and they live on the other side of the world. Like Schiller and Lone watching me at, 3 in the morning their time because they're still awake when I've just got up, and then watching me at 8 o'clock at night because they're staying up late at the same time. Like, we overlap so many ways. Off limits. Captain Briarmont, I must ask you to speak to one of your men. Corporal Keyes reports to you, I believe. According to the morning duty officer, Keyes has been making his way to the basement, meeting with the Royal Interrogator. I have no idea what they discuss, but it's been reported that Keyes has an interest in the occult. Either way, I'm not an overseer, so I don't give a fig for how he spends his time when he's not on duty, but keep him away from the torturer. The basement is off limits to our men. Major Hawking. Major pain in my ass. So there hasn't really been any pairs of guards to worry about dialogue. But I do need to take out this guy and then take out this watchtower, and that will allow us to more freely explore. So be careful about coming up this way because there are 2 metal thingy-majigs here. Bless you. That if you knock up against them, they will hear you. So when the watchtower doesn't see us. Up for them again. I've got like dry skin from the cold and itching. Okay. Now we go for the watchtower. That should be the last guard in this area. That watchtower, we want to make sure it's out when we leave. With upgraded blink, all things are possible. Let's see. They're still there. I want to be able to get that dialogue by the gazebo area. Alright. Quick save. Jump. And... jump. 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 Alright, that should have been fast enough for none of the tall boys to see us. Still good. Good man. Safe. Alright. Harry, thank you for the alert. Alright. Womp womp. Alright, this rune is actually on the roof. And it's not accessible from here. So all we need to worry about at this point is getting dialogue and avoiding the tall boys. There's a couple different ways in here. You can possess a fish, get on the other side of this and open something. I forget what that opens. I don't normally go that way. We're gonna go the long way here. And explore. Let's see. Sewer capacity in the month of Nets. That is world building. Alright, all we gotta contend with is tall boys now. And tall boys don't talk to each other, so it's all us. I'm just doing a once over for loot. There's no lore or anything over here. Just trash as I can. These are more metal things that can be a pain in your ass later. Sometimes what I like to do is knock them off and knock them over ahead of time so that I don't have to worry about it later. Alright, we picked up all this. We read the note. Shut off the watchtower. The top, make sure there's nothing else. It's idle guard speak. Then down. Some sneaky coins. You ever gone through these chapters in Dishonored and been like, I swear I looked everywhere. That's where this game likes to put, oh shit. That's where this game likes to put coins. You know, in places that you never need to fucking go. Because fuck you. That's why. Thank you for the 7 stream streak, Zareth. Alright. Alright, let's go get the dialogue from the gazebo. We do gotta worry about tall boys. Alright, let's see how we are gonna go about this. Alright, I'm gonna try to be a nosy son of a bitch. Gonna be hard to do. Must have been a 7 stream streak, Zareth. Indeed, I believe so.
Don't you love the view from here?
This place makes me sad.
Why is that?
This was where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell on it. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
Alright, we got the dialogue, that's all that matters. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure they don't find any of our bodies. Just gonna come down here. I've already moved this body. Oh, shit. Shit. Thought I could be fast enough. Okay. Okay. So this lady's gonna come over here. I'll do. No witnesses. Sorry, I had to use a sleep dart. I don't like using sleep darts. I feel like they're cheesy, but they also are quick. Sometimes that's all you've got. Bye. Got $1 bajillion to buy more sleep darts, and there's a very high chance that there's gonna be sleep darts in the tower somewhere. I ain't worried about it. Alright, what about the other guy? That he did not see the bodies. I don't body's found. Alright. Go up here. Just gotta keep an eye on this tall boy. That is an unfortunate situation. Oof. One thing I wish this game had was the idea of hiding in a bush. The bushes are not stealth. They're not areas for stealth. One thing I liked about Dishonored 2 is that you could run with a body. Oh look, they despawned my pile of bodies. Alright. There's just one more place I need to get to. Let's see. Get to the water lock, but it's really dangerous. Tall boy skulking around. We got a tall boy skulking around. I've got that glitch where whenever the so that whenever I get on a ledge, the thing disappears. Oh, okay, I guess it was just for a moment. Alright, we're gonna go to the other side. All boy here. Or, that's where it was. We will wait. Mind your business. That's right. Done. I think that you would enjoy this Splinter Cell games for their stealth, yeah?
I want a moat, he says. Give it a big moat. What's he expecting? A whole army? Moat. All that water does is bring mosquitoes and invite vermin into the courtyard.
Guy's just pissing. The water. That's fine.
You're the assassin they've been talking about. Listen, I don't like these people either. I beg you, just let me live so I can see my children again. Every day I work here is another day I risk offending that tyrant and getting thrown into Coldridge prison. Listen, I can help you.
So help me.
Just use that valve to open the moat overflow gate. You can get access to the tower's main doors from there. Oh, watch out for the hagfish. I've seen them take a finger off.
I'll eat you.
Good luck, my friend. I don't think I'll be coming to work for a few days.
I do have some of them, yeah. I have a couple of them. The only reason I haven't played them yet is mostly because I haven't been in the mood to, like, endure. I would consider it enduring an old and clanky stealth system. I feel like stealth games, old stealth games are like... I feel like old stealth game mechanics are about as hard to navigate as like a modern gamer navigating tank controls. Like, I feel like that's how it would be, but... And as many people as I know that enjoy them, I feel like whenever I would play them, I would probably just complain the whole time. And I wouldn't like that, but... one day I think I'll do it. I just don't know when. Too bad they all require 10 million tweaks to make them work in modern systems. Oh man, that would be even more frustrating, yeah. I bet. Brutus, thank you for the 38-month resub and welcome back. Yeah, it's Brutus is here. I saw you in Necro stream earlier. It's world building. We will find out about King Sparrow Lighthouse later. Alright, so he has told us of a way to get inside Dunwall Tower. And he reminded me of the, that you just take this and go that way, which is probably the way that we're gonna do it. I wonder what the other one goes to. Hadn't thought of it. Alright, so that's the first area. That rune is a fake rune. Why did it have me go this way? Why would I want to go this way? Alright, I don't want to go this way. This guy thought he was helping me by telling me to go this way. I gotta go back now. Hold on. I heard the notification. Gotcha. I heard the notification. Give me just a minute. What happened? Dr. Darling, you think Fallout 3 was outdated? Wait for Ubisoft games. Yeah, I mean, well, the original Assassin's Creed games weren't Ubisoft games, so I can't really say that I've played. I don't know if I've played an early Ubisoft game. Does anybody know? I think if I did, I might not even know. Alright, so this is the balcony. In memory of Her Majesty Jessamine Caldwin, Mother to Emily, Empress to us all. Nice different music that they put here for us to commemorate the beginning of the game. In Dishonored 2, you can come back here and Emily and Corvo will actually say something about that. But in this game, you have a silent protagonist. Jay, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. How did Ragnarok go? I had you tabbed. That means I can close a tab over here. Okay. Yeah, welcome in. Hey. How are you enjoying Ragnarok? It's on my to-do list. Well, when I played the 2018 or 2016, I always forget which one it is. That whenever I played that God of War, I loved it to death. I really wish I had done more in it. I want to replay it and do more stuff in it. And then I want to play Ragnarok because it was a really fun game. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the tower the way that I know how. Waiting on this guy. Move out of my way. Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Ragnarok's fantastic. Made some good story progress. You're managing to muddle through with my limited old man gaming skills, even on normal, yeah? I don't feel like I struggled too much with the first game. Is the second game harder? Or did you have I guess I should ask it. Did you have the same struggles in the first game? As on normal in the second game? I think I played on normal as well. for the first game. Let's go get some dialogue and some stuff. So we have one, there's 2 guards. There's his little head, I see him. Alright, we gotta worry about the tall boy as well. The only thing that I struggled with on the first game was, the Valkyries. I fought one of them, and then I found out that
Whiskey and cigars tonight? Yes, of course.
said the thing. Well, they both lit up at the same time. Once I found out they were optional, I immediately quit out and I never went to one again. Alright, so I should be able to temporarily put this guy here while I'm waiting to take out the other guy. I do have to worry about the tall boy here. They said that thing, indeed. Jay, I think I'm having a harder time with this one. I think it's in part because you're playing... Oh, Expedition 33 off stream. You've remapped controls to make them as similar as possible, but there are some differences, so causes some muscle memory issues. Yeah, that's definitely fair. That is definitely a serious and real concern for sure. Especially if they have similar mechanics. Like, they don't always have similar mechanics, those kind of games. I want to put this body in a place that I know it's not going to be detected, even after all of this is said and done. Hoping that will be alright. Yeah, I find it hard to go back and forth between games as well. I think I struggled going between different games in the same damn series sometimes when they change things in similar games. Game was like that. The Dying Light was like that. Dying Light 1 and 2. Like, just keep things the same. Nobody is gonna threaten, or nobody is gonna be mad at you for not being innovative game of the year for a fucking hack and slash, okay? The formula's been done over and over and over again. Now, you might say, now that's the perfect reason to make it unique. And you'd be wrong. I'm just kidding. Whatever's right for you is right for you. I'm just saying that, I don't mind playing 2 games that are really, really similar, as long as I like them both. That's all that has to happen. All you have to do is like them both. You can like them both for the exact same reasons, too. And it's okay. It's okay. I'll leave that there in case I want that. So... that is this sussed out. I did not mean to do that. I'm just making sure there's no sneaky coins on the ground. You know how this game likes to do. It's these games. Doors locked. I thought the game said it was locked. The note said that the front door was literally locked. I didn't unlock it with a key. Anyway, I'm not going in this way. I was just kind of wondering why it wasn't locked. Okay. Anyway, thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. We're gonna go in through... this is the way that I always go into the tower. Time's at 3:22. Good progress. Yeah, I'm really looking. I've heard that Ragnarok wasn't quite as good story-wise, but still good gameplay-wise. Yeah, I want to replay the first game because I bought it with the intention of playing it, and then I ended up getting a full-time job. And then I was like, I gotta hurry up and finish this before I go back to work, you know. And while I did fully enjoy and immerse myself in the main story, I didn't do hardly any of the side stuff. And honestly, doing the side stuff probably could have made the main story a lot easier had I done that, but it is what it is. You only got so many hours to play the game, you know. Play games. Jay, it's been too long since you played the first one to directly compare. Oh, okay. All you can say is at the moment, you're having a blast. That's awesome, yeah. Yeah, it's been well, I started my job in August of... Not August of last year, but the year before. So, it's been about a year and a half since I played the first one, because I played God of War and Ghost of Tsushima both in like the same month. I went from one to the other. Ghost of Tsushima, same thing. I did nothing but the main story. Phase 2 of Mission 6. Dunwall Tower. Dialogue, shall we?
Your report, General Tobias?
Everything is secure on the grounds, Lord Regent.
It won't hurt to check again. I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double the guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent. I'm heading up. Keep this area secure and use that alarm if there's any sign of trouble.
Yes, sir.
So this is a pivotal point. Depending on your actions in the game, what the Lord Regent says there and where he is in the game is dependent on your actions. If you've done a high chaos playthrough, he will be very, very paranoid, and he will stay in the tower, and you'll have to go to the roof in order to get to him. Whereas it makes this chapter a lot easier with him being in the building. One thing I will say that's a disadvantage to having him in the building, unless you're opposed to knocking enemies out. One of the disadvantages to that is he will be in the same room that you need to get the item that you need in order to get the non-lethal ending. So, or the non-lethal option for this mission. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But I would say if you're the type to just, you know, YOLO kill everybody, it doesn't matter. You really won't care about having to go an extra few steps to kill more people. So we will still go to the rooftop because we want to read all the notes and, you know, stuff like that. Get extra dialogue. So we're going to be exploring everywhere anyway. I just mean for, like, the casual player. Alright, I'm going to create a manual save for entering the tower. Okay. So, the world is our burrito. We have at least a 3-story building to explore here. I'm going to try to get as much dialogue as possible. The good thing is there's a ton of these chandeliers everywhere, and they are the best. The broadcast control station here is where we want to get to, but when we come there, we might as well go get the item that we need before we need to go there, because there's a couple things. Number one, there's an arc pylon we have to disarm, and there is a combination that I need to get, and we need to work around the Lord Regent.
Oh, no, stupid goddamn.
The torturer's chambers. I don't remember why that's there. Visit the torturer. It's the optional. Kill him? Why would we kill him? Oh, because he tortured us, I guess. We're supposed to be mad about the torturer, you know, doing his job, apparently. In reality, he was just doing what he was told. We're gonna save up for Possession 2, just because I'm kind of curious on what's gonna happen there. We've got 2 runes in here and 1 bone charm. And then the third and final rune will be on... Third and final rune will be on the top. Or the 4th and final rune will be on the top. So, about that, rats are going to give us opportunities for possession. More albino rats, which means that they won't attack you. Which means that they'll also be in places that will allow you unique opportunities to possess a rat. A friendly one, regardless. A friendly rat doesn't really matter too much unless you're trying not to have to kill. Enemies or rats to not make noise. So I want to get in there, but this is a high traffic area, so I'm gonna probably go up instead of down. Now, the Lord Regent does patrol up there, so it is in your best interest to not linger too long. So this is where you would go to go up top. Top. I think I'll do that today. I think I'll go ahead and do that today, because that's not... This is its own little map, and... Well, I do want to make sure that the main content of today's stream is this. We've run out of time. I want to save the best for last kind of thing. Again, I can move the bodies later. For right now, I need a temporary place to put them. There is a tall boy in this area, but he's in the building and can't see you from out here. I'm gonna eliminate some of these rats so that they don't try to gang up on me, I think. There's a couple of them that patrol, and they'll adjust their patrol routes accordingly. Hey Lizzie, what's going on? Happy weekend. Only people out here. As long as you get detected, it won't matter. They've already despawned one body. The whistling sounds. Here's a way to get out of here, by the way. You want a swift escape out of here? But that's only helpful if he's on the roof. It wasn't an official detection, but it was heading that way. It would have altered his... It would have altered his patrol route, which is important. Alright, I'm gonna try to get some dialogue here. We can't take these guys out non-lethally, unfortunately. So we just have to contend with their annoyingness.
Huh?
Ouch. I thought I was behind the wall. What an idiot. I can't believe they didn't give me strong arms. What a bunch of bitches. Oh, he's only got one level of alertness. He'll be fine. He ain't gonna come investigate. That remains the case. We will be fine. All right. Right. Down. Now I'm above the tall boy. Shit. He doesn't care if the wall of light is up. Oh, must be out of juice. Ha ha ha, that's all. Ah, you shithead. That tall boy was like, what are you doing in my swamp? Exactly. And I just fucked it up. He was right to ask. He sees me. I saw a little arrow, but it's okay. He was too tall to witness the entire act. He was too tall to see me keep moving. Imagine being too tall while being a tall boy. It's got to be a rough. What a sad tall boy life. I wish there was a way to like lock them in areas. That would be funny. Oh, I gotta keep in mind he can see me up there. I was just about to do the exact same thing twice like a fucking idiot. Alright. So we found a rune, and we found a note. Losing support. Lord Regent, since we've lost the financial support of the Boyle family, things are dire and we've had to make major cuts. The patrol boats stationed in the Rinhaven around the tower have been redeployed to the North Bank to protect the few food shipments still trickling in from the farmlands outside Dunwall. Sir, I'm warning you now. This means that the approach to the tower from through the waterlock is now exposed. It's unlikely that an attack would come from the river, but I know how you worry. Ironically, there's one thing working in our favor. Since the waterlock malfunctioned last month, that idiot who maintains... there's one thing working in our favor. Since the waterlock malfunctioned last month, that idiot who maintains the moat flow controls hasn't been able to repair it. And with Sokolov missing, no one else is sure how to get the blasted thing working again. So anyone conducting an assault from the river would have to climb up the pipes in the waterlock, which is hard to imagine, General Tobias. Well, it being hard to imagine, we imagined it, and we made it happen. Mayhem, Hubblypuff, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. I have another tab that I can close. What? Wait, how? Double raid? How? Huh? What happened? Steam tabs done. What happened? Double raid? I mean, it was you both times though. That's what was weird. It was it was a double mayhem raid. That's what it was. Hubblypuff raided and then mayhem raided. How are you doing? How did your stream go today? You played Fortnite today. I'm sure that probably wasn't the only thing that you played. How did the matches go? Eee! Exactly. Sofrito, welcome in for the raid. You made me think of Doritos. Sofrito mix? Wait, now I want Frito chips. Anyway, this is a big map of Dunwall. We'll talk about the rat plague here. Probably doing good. Played DBD and Fortnite. They made me rage so much. Oh no! It's like the type of like the rage that keeps you coming back because you're like, now I want vengeance. Where is Biba? That's a good question, Dr. Darling. You know, I think I threw her off by starting stream so late. I haven't seen her. But it's about 3:30 p.m. and in about an hour or so they'll be bugging for food, so she's probably sleeping. My Queen Hopper. Deadass Queen of Resident Evil. We will be playing Resident Evil Requiem when it comes out on February 27th. I scheduled Friday and Monday off as vacation days, so we have a 4-day weekend to play Resident Evil Requiem. I want to hopefully finish the game by Sunday and then have an extra day on Monday to play around with maybe some extra content or something of that nature, I'm hoping. But I don't know how long the game is, obviously, but it's kind of what might happen in my head. Hey, Harry, welcome back. Exactly, yeah. Normally, I would play some Resident Evil leading up to the release of the new game, which I've typically and historically done every year, but not this year, unfortunately. It's just not going to work out that way. But I feel like I'm compensating by giving the game more time. Last year, or the last time that a Resident Evil game came out was Resident Evil 4 Remake, I think. And we did RE4 Remake, I think, as part of an entire series playthrough at the time, which is like 15 games. And now, I think Requiem is going to be our 16th Resident Evil game, including remakes and originals, you know. Gonna lurk for now, need some food, good luck, have fun. Alright, no worries, Mayhem, I appreciate the raid again, thank you. For anyone coming in from Mayhem's raid, I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but this is around the normal time that I would typically end, or within an hour and a half, but today I'll probably play this for a bit and then switch to another game. But right now we're doing a narrative-focused Dishonored playthrough, doing a ghost and clean hands combination where we're not allowed to kill anyone. We can knock them out, of course, put them to sleep, but we can't kill them. And no detections, so I'm also kind of adding on top of it a no bodies found, but that's just been something that I kind of want to do for me, but it's not official for the playthrough. And it doesn't affect anything in the playthrough, as far as I know, if unconscious bodies are found. It doesn't contribute to the chaos level, for example. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, we're in mission 6 of 9. Nice. And we just are going to read a book about the rat plague. Excerpt from a natural philosopher's notes, doesn't say who. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest part of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that is not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I am living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague if one consumes enough of the stuff. So this is important at this particular part of the story. This would typically be something I would consider world building, but it's gonna become specifically important in this specific chapter, and that's why I'm reading it. It will make sense later. Alright. So, that is that for this section. I'll go downstairs and be a trash panda. Yep. We don't have a way to neutralize the tall boys without killing them, so unfortunately we just have to work around them. Fine. Fine. Alright, here's the bunk. Bunk area. Let's see if there's anything to read. Look. Trials of Aptitude, that is world building. 8 on the tall boy. I don't know. Didn't see him here at his height. I don't think so. Alright, anything to read? Anything at all? No notes, no notes, no sneaky coins. Alright. Now I will, for my next trick, I will be detected. Just kidding. I might have been. I'm gonna look around for any notes that I might find in this area where there's books, apparently. See if there's anything to read. I don't think so, but I just want to be sure. Not that side. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Alright. That is this area fully explored. That's the window that's open. Alright, that should be it. He should, with our boot stealth upgrade, he should not be able to hear us out here. I just want to make sure there's nothing else over here. Sneaky coins. We got the rune. Alright, that's that. There's sneaky coins. Nope. Alright, so that's the roof explored. That's one less thing I gotta worry about exploring later. Hey, DA, thank you for the alert. I appreciate it. Lizzie, how's the game, by the way? It's going good. We are officially past the halfway point. Many streams in. This is, well, day. It says day 5, but it's not going to be a full day because I'm only going to stream about. I'm probably only going to stream about another 45 minutes. I might be able to. I say I might be able to finish this chapter, but this is a big area, so I don't want to say that for sure. Do want to get dialogue though, so it's going good. Lord Regent.
The music room. I remember when the Empress and I used to chat in here. We would take tea, discuss any number of things. This was my chair. Things have changed. Remember to have tea sent up later.
Alright, so he's being followed by an overseer with a doggo, but he won't stay there forever. We got the dialogue. It's time to eliminate the shithead here. Tea. I just reminded Necro that he has tea. Quit scratching yourself like that, bruh. Is he coming in the room?
Better make a pass over here.
Game! hate it when it does that. You walk up behind an you walk up behind an enemy and you're not like perfectly aligned with their back, and he just blocks because that's the block button. You just like derp 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 when you're trying to knock somebody out. Made with a kettle, not a microwave. Haha. It's even worse than you might imagine. It's made in a coffee maker. We do not own a kettle. We're not English. We're not British or English. We're American. We microwave and we use coffee makers for tea. I'm just kidding. Some people do make legitimate tea. I would not call ours legitimate tea.
That might be worth checking out.
Oh, he happened to be standing. He's like, that might be worth checking out, and then doesn't check it out. Did this guy really separate himself from his dog? This is something that never happens. How many people's dogs sleep like this on their bed? Take up the entire bed while you're trying to sleep. No, I know, I just ruined it. Don't let Babs hear that. I know, I just triggered every single English person in this chat. I'm a little nervous about that because I created a distraction, but it doesn't technically count. It did break the glass, but it didn't cause an actual... I can hear her disgust from where you said Betty would be disappointed. That's true. But I don't have to worry about that because Betty doesn't hang out here much, so she didn't hear it. The only way she would know is if somebody in chat tattled on me. Don't do it. Hey, John, welcome in. Oops. Nope, I'm not here. I'm not standing here. I've never been standing here. What are you talking about? I'm wondering where the overseer went. He left his dog behind, which never happens. Those animals are usually inseparable from their owners, but it looked like the overseer walked to the door. Please don't. It looked like the overseer walked through the door, closed it behind them, and then got separated from the dog, and the dog couldn't open the door. Although I have seen in other games where dogs can open doors, which is weird. How you doing, John? Alright, here is the painting, so-called painting, the Empress and the Empty Set. There is our fair lady Empress.
He just vanished after Coldridge. If someone has her, why haven't they come forward? Unless it's related.
Listening to the Lord Regent.
Where could he have gone? He just vanished after Coldridge.
So, if you haven't been detected throughout the whole game, he literally says you have not been seen since Coldridge.
I wish I had Campbell's counsel right now. He'd have ideas.
Waiting on more dialogue. See if he has anything else to say. I think he eventually just repeats. thought his dialogue repeats, but... You know. Okay. I know, did you see that through the spyglass? Your sword just does whatever. What if I put it away? If I put it away, it works. What if I take it back out? Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry, I thought there was a lady coming in here. Okay. How you doing, AC? Welcome in. John, you're trying to survive work? Oh, that's right. You work the weekends. Are you trying to avoid getting snowed in at work? How's the weather down there? It hasn't started snowing here yet, but it's supposed to be here tonight. Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Excerpt from a book about the late Empress. Many of those who lived through her reign will weep until the ends of their lives over the pale beauty with the piercing eyes and the foul end she met at the hands of her own twisted servant and protector. In her father's day, the Caldwins were thrust into the limelight despite their distance to the throne, when the former dynasty provided no heirs. A prosperous age followed the emperor, but his daughter would have different luck. During her short life, political intrigue and minor conflicts created cracks in the empire, undermining unity across the Isles. The rat plague, however, was a terror for neither which Empress Caldwin nor any other living being was prepared. Modern history books, as you might imagine. Never did that for me. Yeah, did you play the definitive edition? This is the
Those council right now. He'd have ideas.
I am playing the standard edition. This is not the definitive edition. This is the OG Dishonored. This is not the version with the DLC.
Indeed, I believe so.
Why are they walking around running the machine? Huh. Normally they don't run that machine unless they're aggroed. Interesting, so I'll have to watch out for that. Shit, I'll have to watch out for that guy. Interesting how the heart still works, even though the music box is nearby.
If the plague were to take the entire city,
it even
or
still
flames
works.
Consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall.
Huh. You would think that the heart wouldn't work since it's an item of the outsider. Interesting. I guess since it's the heart of a living being. Maybe that's why. Yeah, Hamhock's here. Indeed, I believe so. Alright, so we found the guy that we need to, but what we actually need is the combinations to a safe. Alright, so this guy is walking around. I'm guessing that he's probably mad that he lost his dog. So... Alright, so while he's running that, I can't use dark vision. But that doesn't mean that I can't do this. It's not gonna play the machine and keep me from getting the fuck out of here, you bitch. Like how nobody finds, like, swords just randomly laying on the ground and they don't have any issue with it. They're just like, yeah, nobody died here. That's where... I am so worried about this. It's okay. That's what happens to everybody when they go on break. They just throw their sword on the ground. Overseers, too. They just put the music box on the ground and they go take a piss break. Yeah. Alright. AC, it's going bad. You're trying to find a new house with effectively pocket lint as payment and finding, well, 0 is a number, I guess. Oh no. Are you getting evicted or something? Or do you mean like there's some other, like... Did something happen? Oh no, what happened? I mean, obviously you don't have to share if you're not comfortable.
This is ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Huh?
Stupid goddamn.
I want to do this quick because they tend to walk past this area and they can see bodies on the floor through the glass panes. Will that tend to hover? Your footsteps. What's that guy? Okay. Fine. Oh, fuck. God damn it. I moved the fucking thing at the last second. Idiot. Act fast.
Did you hear Morris was dragged off by the overseer?
Pay no attention to that.
Restrict an errant mind before it is fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Restrict an errant mind before it becomes fractious and divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way. What will I do now?
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
shit, sorry about that. I was muted. I don't know how long I've been muted. Sorry about that. War Mike! Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I was saying, the only thing I was saying in the game was, that guy that was reading the strictures normally stops after he reads them and then goes out to patrol with his dog. So I was happy that he was staying there. And then that was just me talking about the guard, saying that if he would have seen the bodies already, he would have his sword out and be patrolling, and he didn't. So we got lucky. Yeah. Hey, Max, welcome in. Thanks for the mic check. Welcome in, Striker, as well. And as I was saying, AC, and you don't know what you're doing, feeling like you're doing the wrong thing in the worst way, and desperately hoping it won't all fall apart anyway. But that's more than enough trauma dumping, and I apologize. How goes the ninja run? No worries. I asked, so that's totally okay. If I asked you how things are, I am prepared for you to answer. You have nothing to apologize for. I hope that all turns out well, though. I've never had to sell a house before. I do own my house that I've bought now, so, but I didn't do a lot of the legwork when it came to buying it, so I don't have a lot of knowledge to share about it. After I got it, I guess I could have some knowledge to share about it, but that's about it. Yeah, I've never tried to sell a house or buy a house. I imagine that would be a huge undertaking, even if you were looking for something quick and easy to kind of take over. You mentioned something about auctions. What we did is we actually took over. We ended up looking for foreclosures, which is usually, which are obviously where people have lived in a house and they've defaulted on the mortgage and it's been repossessed by the bank. So normally those kinds of houses are on huge discount, which is the kind of house that I live in. Now, it had things that needed repaired, but nothing, that was going to cause it to fall over any day, So there's no, so yeah, I don't know what, I know that you take care of your dad, and that's about the most that I know about it anyway. Yeah, normally I would look to someone to help me with that. I wouldn't know what I was doing either. I don't blame you. But as far as the ninja run goes, it's going good. I'm trying to do everything and save the actual end of the chapter for last. I would probably prefer to see the end of the chapter. I'm probably going to stop this before the end of the chapter because the interlude between chapter 6 and 7 is a major story plot point, and I would like that to happen during our normal stream time, so we'll probably save that for tomorrow's full length, like 6-hour stream. It may be even longer than that because we don't have to run our errands tomorrow, and provided that we're not out of power because of the snowstorm or something like that, stream should be on as far as I know. So I'm probably going to do everything except deal with the Lord Regent right now today, and then I'll probably switch over to another game. I don't know what. Whatever strikes my fancy at the time. Striker, the bank took it because the bank is out to get what's owed and not turn a profit. Yeah. Like they'll take a deep loss on something just to have something paying for the taxes at the very least. Otherwise, you just have a property that's deteriorating without any care. And nobody's paying taxes on it, so, and they have to upkeep that property. I mean, not the bank, but like the state or the town or the whatever jurisdiction it lies under, AC, it's hard to find something for less than 220,000. Now, I know that that's highly related to where you live, and I'm sure most people probably aren't open to moving states. My house was $39,000. So there are areas of the country where it's very inexpensive to live. So mine was a foreclosure, and yeah, It's out there. Look, I would check for tax sales, which are the bad thing about tax sales is that usually those kind of houses are falling apart, or there's a reason why it's on tax sale. There's a big bad reason why it's on tax sale. Most likely. Those will be the cheap ones, and you'll wanna check like the records for where you live to find those. I don't know how you'd find it in modern days, but auctions, and honestly, if you're talking about auctions, you're probably talking about tax sales, actually, now that I mention it. So you probably already know what I'm talking about. So tax sales, if you're absolutely desperate, because those tend to be extremely cheap, but they also tend to be in really bad condition. Whereas a foreclosure is going to be a little more expensive, but still cheaper than trying to buy a house that's been maintained, and you'll probably have quite a bit of stuff to fix, but it's not falling down, you know what I mean? I am, but Dad isn't. He wants to be buried here. He's 80. I mean, and that's totally fair. That's totally, I mean, that's totally fair and acceptable for your dad to want that, you know. I would not argue with that. I don't care. Like, you know, you would have to find something to do, you know. You'd have to find something. The prices all depend on where you are, you know. Worst comes to worst, the only other thing that I would look for is applying for something like Section 8 if one or more of you are disabled, or you can take advantage of any kind of government programs when it comes to that. And then aside from that, you might have to contact the mission and find like something. It's something kind of sort of like a halfway house, but not really. A halfway house is like the closest thing that I can think of that's like extremely subsidized living. And yeah, HOA. If you're referring to an HOA, that's way too expensive. It's snowing here. Yeah, it's not supposed to snow here until later, but we're supposed to get over a foot of snow here, from what I understand. I've been checking it throughout the day. It's not supposed to start snowing here until about 11 p.m. tonight. And then it's going to snow all night and all day tomorrow. I think when it's all said and done, we're supposed to have a foot or more of snow. It's really hard to say because it says snow in the next 24 hours is 9 to 11 inches, but if you look at just tomorrow, it says 10 to 12, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be closer to 10 to 12 in general. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. I wish that I had any knowledge when it came to that stuff. This was the guy that was annoying to piss out of me the first time, why I had to reload this little shit. This bitch. Let me type out this bitch. Alright. Alright, I'm not too worried about anybody trolling these areas right now. You see this room? This is where I keep my bodies. Alright, we'll probably end up getting... that lady down there. Okay. Alright, so we don't have to activate this wall of light, but if you wanted to, I think there's a room that you can use a rat to get in there with. And you definitely don't want anything to happen to the guard outside the door where the regent is, because he will freak the fuck out. They match the decor, the bodies. Bogey. Oh my goodness, Bogey, I just realized you have a founder's badge. I haven't cleaned out my founders in years. He is one of the OGs. Alright, time to venture out. We have boot stealth, which means we can land next to these guys without issue. That lady is not going to say anything. because she can't hear us.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Never doubt it.
Never doubt it. They said the things. Oops, wrong button. I found you. Yeah. I'm here. Okay. Not that area momentarily. Now she's gonna be all uppity about this, so I'm gonna be the super sneak. Hi. This will become my new body room. Nobody will come in here except the maid. You. A book, Daughter of Tivia. World building. Yeah. Lord Regent's chamber key, cool. There's another way in there. We don't need that key, but it's nice to have. Let me make sure that there's nobody else around before I read this audio diary. This is General Tobias's office. Orders. Upgrade blueprint. An Imperial pocket watch. Information on the Royal Spy Master, who is now the Lord Regent. Excerpt from a historical record of government positions and ranks. It is said that the office of the Royal Spy Master has existed for as long as there have been emperors and empresses. However, in the earliest days of the Empire, this position existed in secrecy. Only after the Morley insurrection was the position publicly acknowledged, due to the tremendous role that the acting Spy Master played in quelling the rebellion. Originally, members of the military or officers of the City Watch were advocated for the role, chosen by the Admiralty. In recent years, the outgoing Spy Master has made recommendations on his replacement from the small cadre, is that how you say that? Of espionage agents serving him. In this way, continuity is preserved since many of the covert projects undertaken by the government are not committed to writing, only communicated in whispers behind secure doors. This leads to the most common critique of the office of the Royal Spy Master, that actions are taken and deeds committed that even the Emperor or Empress is not aware of. This lack of oversight or accountability is commonly debated topic during parliamentary sessions, but those who hold the position of Royal Spy Master insist that in order to function, the role must exist outside existing bureaucracy or law. Isn't that convenient for Mr. Lord Regent? Alright, concerns about the Royal Interrogator, or the Torturer. General Tobias, I have to press you again, sir. The torturer has been coming into the barracks at night. Last night, Corporal Huso woke up to find the freak leering at him in the dark. Other men have reported that personal items have gone missing, with odd things left in their place. Sanders said he found a bunch of teeth wrapped up in his handkerchief. Teeth! And Bilson found 3 painted rat heads and a string in his shaving kit. Whatever this is, it has to stop. The men are rattled, and I don't know how long I can keep them from going into that bastard's room and beating him to death in his sleep. I don't care what you call him, executioner, torturer, royal interrogator, or bat-faced troll. He's got to stay out of the barracks. First Commander Gregory. Hee hee, sneaky, tricky. Ha ha, hee hee. Exactly. Sneaky. Dr. Darling K needs some sleep. We'll be able to watch the long stream tomorrow. Awesome, Dr. Darling. I will probably start it earlier than usual. I'll probably try to be live by 9 a.m., which is about an hour earlier than usual. So I think that's like 4 p.m. your time. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm not going to finish this mission today. I'm just getting a lot of the world building, and then I'm going to switch to something else. I don't know. Switch to, though. Yeah. Alright, so Tobias's room is taken care of, and now I will go to the super secret room. This room can also be found in Dishonored 2. Is it done with power? Coin, cigarette case, Pierre's remedy. Super sneaky bone charm, rat scent. Why are they obsessing me with rats here? Rats only attack you when you walk closer. That'd be kind. I can do possession 2 now for 5 runes. Okay, so we have a couple of things. We have a note to Corvo and we have an audiograph. There's nobody patrolling the hallway, so I'm just gonna leave that. First of all, the note. Corvo, I have missed you while you've been away. If I could trust anyone else with these matters, I would gladly send them so you could remain close. But there is no one else. The plague has taken so many. The spy master was right to insist that I send you. When you are away, every day seems a heavy burden. Even simple tasks seem worrisome. Emily is difficult to manage, and the great troubles of the city, the conflict and the plague, all seem insurmountable. But when you are near, it is different. My heart is at peace. So some of this note is actually in the introductory dialogue before you get to the before you become the playable character. The intro of the game. Harry, gonna scoot and check in with your brother. Catch y'all later. Stay safe. All right, Harry. No worries. I'm gonna be staying at home, so I'll be as safe as possible. And hopefully they will just cancel work tomorrow. That's what I say. Cancel work. Cancel it all. Cancel it for 2 days. Tell Lone I said hi. I know he's streaming right now. And have a good one. And we have an audiograph.
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners, and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
Wise words indeed. Indeed, I believe so. Alright, so let's go clear out some of the first floor here. I'd like to do this, but this part is pretty dangerous to do. This guy is just babbling on about shit at this point. That area is too dangerous to peruse at the moment, so I'm going to go down a floor on another. Go down another floor in the major staircase over here. Let's see. Alright, I think I should... Done. A moment. What? What are you doing over here? You're not supposed to be over here. Is it because I left and came back? Oh well, this is where I wanted to be anyway. So. Why are you so mean? He will always be there. Where'd that guy come from? Wasn't anybody. Lies, deceit, and slander, if you ask me. I say it's because I left the area and came back and the game was like, haha, you didn't think of this, did you, sucker? Lies, deceit, and slander, yes. All of them. All three of them. Bullshit. The Tower of Dunwall. Excerpt on a historical examination of Dunwall Tower. For over a century, Dunwall Tower has been the capital of the Isle of Bristol and the seat of power across all of the isles of the Empire. Rulers have come and gone, each adding something to the structure. Gardens, observatories, new walls, pools, specialized interior chambers to suit their needs and whims. Dunwall Tower has withstood numerous wars, several large-scale fires, and the collapse and rebuilding of the northern wing. With Tivia and Serkonos joining the Empire first, it was Morley that resisted longest. Some of the conflicts that arose also necessitated the further fortification of the tower. Repeated assassination attempts near the end of the conflict with Morley resulted in the creation of the Royal Protector position, with each ruler choosing his or her own Royal Protector after careful consideration. Careful consideration. Failed experiments. We've actually already read that. So we have our pylon down here. And there is an easy way to do this if you have stop time. Cute, huh? Ah, yes, the get out of jail free card for everything in the game. Want to get somewhere, but you don't want to be detected? Use stop time. It's a magical I don't want to fuck with that button. Good night.
A citywide ban on whale oil is now in effect. Citizens are encouraged to bring any whale oil in their possession to the City Watch at once. Anyone caught burning oil will be subject to arrest. This message is a directive from the Lord Regent himself. We must all trust in the Regent.
I'm gonna sit here and listen for a bit. This is where we would have. We're gonna get our instructions here.
The Lord Regent would like to remind us that all curfews will be enforced without exception. Citizens on the streets after curfew will be treated as hostile. The Lord Regent bids each and every citizen of Dunwall a pleasant night.
Let him say his lines here. Ironically, you can't hear any of them outside the or inside the tower, huh? Give him some time.
This is an important message from the Lord Regent. Never toss the bodies of plague victims into the streets or river. Lay the dead carefully, side by side, at your nearest cemetery or undertaker, and alert your local dead counter immediately. Non-compliance is punishable by imprisonment.
Hey, and Mita, thank you so much for the raid. Think he might be done with propaganda here. Hey, Maxie, welcome in. I think if he walks away again, we should be fine. We're trying to capture dialogue here. I think he's done. Striker, but what if I want to contaminate the water by tossing plague bodies in it? Did you think of that? Then you'd be a spy working for the Lord Regent. In my chat, no less, while playing this game. Inconceivable. Thank you, Necker, for getting the shout out. How did the rest of Far Cry Primal go? Did you get past the annoying parts you were working on today? Winja raid, nice. Did you know? I'm sure Rod has probably already told you, but did you know that the protagonist for Far Cry Primal was voiced by Elias Tufexis, who voiced Adam Jensen in Deus Ex Human Revolution. Let me close the 2 other tabs. Yeah, me too, actually. I always gotta check. I'm like, alright, who am I replacing this tab with? Here we go. Oh, can I actually close one? Nope, we'll replace it with two. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. I didn't know that you didn't know that, Maxie. I was wondering if Inmita did, but yeah. It's true. I know it's it's not a real language. It's the language made up for the game, but even though it has real, it's created like a real language would be. Yeah. Aipa indeed. Yeah. It went well. You stole the mask, and now you're ready to go after the lady. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Good. Awesome. Yes, you noticed his voice right away. Yeah, it's kind of unmistakable, and it's funny because in Far Cry Primal, they don't speak English. They have like their own like native language that's just, it's not like, it's based off of real language. So like I don't know enough. I can't speak intelligently about the complexities or what makes a language, but I have been told that it is a real translatable language, even though it doesn't like exist anymore or something. He's such a good voice actor. Yeah, he really is. Yeah, and yeah, very distinguishable for sure. Hey, Brutus, welcome back. You have a vehicle again. Woohoo! Was it in the shop? What was going on with the vehicle? I feel like I should know this, or that maybe you told me and I forgot. Maxie, you played Far Cry Primal before Deus Ex, you think? Okay, so that's probably why it didn't click. Yeah, probably. I didn't know about Elias Tufexis until Human Revolution myself, so yeah, that's probably why. And Mita, you've also captured all the outposts, so now you only have side quests and main story. Nice. The side quests, one thing I really like about the side, well, I guess it would be what you would consider side quests. So, the little orange dots on the map that are just question marks, those are like, easy one and done things that can be done like back to back to back in like no time. But then you've got like side quests for like the characters. Like at the camp, but eventually they all become kind of required for the main story, so they're kind of hard to miss. Awesome, that's a lot of good progress. What is your what's your percentage complete, or have you been looking at that? Oh, it's been in the shop for over a week. Oh my goodness, what have you been doing for a week? Did you have to take vacation? Did you have to have someone drive you? What about your dad? And Mita, you played Deus Ex before Far Cry Primal, so you noticed. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay, so you're at 36.5. Nice. That's really good. That's good story progress for all the stuff that you can do in that game. Brutus, you're driving down the freeway the week before last, going about 70, and something in the axle or the wheel broke wherever the spindle is. Oh shit. You were going 70? Holy shit. Well, obviously you're here talking, so you obviously were able to pull over, but that would be really scary. Holy shit. Anyone coming in from Inmita's raid, by the way, we're playing Dishonored. This is not my usual stream day. I just felt like streaming, and we're going to be switching games here soon. But I'm trying to make some additional progress in our narrative playthrough of Dishonored. We are over halfway through mission 6 of 9, but mission 7 might as well be 2 missions. So. Mission 7 is really long and mission 8 is really short, so they might as well count as, you know, full streams for each of them, basically. And then 8 and 9 are best played back to back. Oh, you just rode with a friend to work. Oh, okay, cool, gotcha. The idea of that to me is like weird, because it's like I don't really have friends at work. Like, I don't think there's anybody at work that would be willing to hitch me a ride. I don't know, I guess maybe unless it was in their best interest to. Like, there's nobody that I work with that it would be... I would be out of the way for them to... That's for sure. I would be out of the way. I'd probably have to offer to pay for gas. They might do that. Or pay for their lunch. But... hell, that might actually get me some kind of attention from coworkers at work. You've worked there for 15 years, and the guy that you rode with last week used to ride with me for like 5 years. Ah, okay, nice. So he got to return the favor then in that case. Okay, that works out. Yeah, 15 years is a long time to work somewhere. You'd eventually make a friend whether you wanted to or not under those circumstances. This is coming from me, who's never worked at a place for longer than, 5 years. And most places I haven't worked at for more than 2 years, so... After about 2 years, I get the itch for a change. The Abbey of the Everyman. Excerpt from a larger work on the history of the Overseers. This entire mission is a history lesson for this game, that's why I'm reading all this now. You can find some or all of these throughout the game world, but it makes the most sense to read these during this particular chapter. The Abbey of the Everyman is a seat of religious power and inspiration for all overseers across the Empire. The order arose over the years to protect the common people from the ravages of the outsider, until the need for a central bastion of authority was deemed necessary. This imposing structure is a destination for pilgrims seeking refuge or guidance. Many mistakenly attribute the Abbey's construction to High Overseer Benjamin Holger, when it was in actuality Holger's successor, John Clavering, who laid the foundation. Shortly after the Abbey was completed, every overseer in the land gathered there and began a trek to White Cliff. So if you've been paying attention to the playthrough, John Clavering Boulevard leads to Holger Square, which leads to where you assassinate High Overseer Campbell, the Abbey. High Overseer's office. In any case, there a great siege commenced as the Overseers purged the region. The battle raged against heretics, witches, and thralls of the outsider. Though Holger was killed in the struggle, White Cliff was cleansed, and the ceremonial rites that followed lasted for a month, giving birth to many invocations and speeches which were inscribed in tomes and carried back to the Abbey, where they are still revered today. Most likely, strictures. The 7 strictures.
Please don't hurt me. You're here to kill the Regent, aren't you? Spare my life, and I can help you beat him. He makes recordings on audiograph, secrets, some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier, his confessions would be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room. But I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust me, what's recorded on that card will do the trick. Good luck.
So that's the information about the non-lethal way to handle this mission. Anything else to say?
His chambers can be reached by the balcony. Be careful. It's likely he's in his chambers right now.
Obviously that will change if he's in his safe house.
It's over, isn't it? I won't need to make these announcements. My brother has a farm north of here. I think that's where I'll go.
He didn't have a final line of dialogue there. Actually, it's tempting to play Far Cry Primal now, since Ubisoft made a 60 FPS patch for it on PS5 this month. Same with Far Cry 3, your favorite? Oh yeah? I have Far Cry 3 on PC, but I originally played it on PS3 myself. The Far Cry games are pretty similar, all things considered. So I'm not gonna focus on the Lord Regent right now. I'll leave him in his chambers. I'm gonna write this down for tomorrow's stream so I don't forget. 935, although I think it puts it in your journal what the combination is. Be anybody new over here? Everybody should still be downstairs. He's still yammering on about nonsense. Here, Morris was dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense. Look. Too much fall damage would have killed me and him. Alright, you're able to steal a guard. Just kind of setting this up for myself. Do you think you should kill Yuli first or Batari? Kind of torn between the two now. I think I would say go for I think Yuli first, because I think his quests give you something better. But that's going off of like some really, really vague memory of the game, because I only played through it once, but I 100%ed it when I did play it. But I think Yuli gives you something good. What I would do in Meta is look in the skill tree. At the bottom of the skill tree, there will be 2 sets of skills. There will be, I think, 2 sets of skills that you can't unlock until a certain point in the story. I think one of them is related to those. So I would look at those skills and see which one of those skills you might want first. If I'm remembering it right, I might be remembering it completely wrong. You're playing Far Cry Pandora. I've never heard of Far Cry Pandora. What is that? What?
No, for the first will direct it one way,
Alright.
and the second another.
So I could deal with this guy, but he has a dog, and dogs are the bane of my existence. I would have to knock both of them out at the same time, but most likely doing one or the other will alert the other, even if you, I think even if you stop time. Stairs here. I want to make sure he doesn't come out on the balcony and see me. It's cute. I didn't even see that, but we got it from somewhere else. So get some dialogue, shall we? What? You motherfucker, game. God damn it. I went up behind him and blocked. See? Get some dialogue here. Should have dialogue. They cross each other again. Oh, you unlocked those skills. You got both those guys. Also built their huts. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Alright, then I'm definitely confusing it with someone else. I don't think it matters which one that you do first.
Sir, I've been hearing strange noises from the end of the hallway.
It's probably coming from the torturer's rooms. He's a walking freak show. Just stay clear of him. Everyone does.
What's wrong with him?
He's mute. But it's more than that. I heard the overseers were furious because they suspect him of practicing the dark arts. But the Regent ordered them to leave him alone for now. Like I said, avoid the area.
Don't worry about me, sir. That sounds like a bad combination all around.
Alright, so they're talking about the torturer there. Obviously. Ready to go meet him. So the torturer practices the dark arts. Which means... that if you try to use stop time around him, it doesn't work. If you're trying not to do any knockouts anyway. Can't get that without breaking the glass. Knock these guys out. Look. Tales for children, that's world building. Okay, I'm waiting on these guys to separate. I try to get the dialogue. Alright, you know what? I know a way that I can make them go where I want. I'll try to go somewhere else. Oh shit, did I miss the dialogue? Fuck. No. Oh, they're there. Alright, we'll get the dialogue from downstairs.
And this train needs to go to the torture... I mean, the royal interrogator.
Oh no. Why do I have to take it?
He's harmless, unless you're scheduled for execution or for questioning.
He's so strange. Always working on something he keeps secret. And he has that brute of a dog.
Trust me, he's gentle as a lamb. Now, take him his food.
Fuck. Should have done it earlier. Wanted to get the dialogue. Around. You can hear him lamenting not being able to go to the party. The Boyle women party.
And this train needs to go to the torture. I mean, the royal.
Oh no. Why do I have to take it?
He's harmless, unless you're scheduled for execution or for questioning.
He's so strange. Always working on something he keeps secret. And he has that brute of a dog.
Trust me, he's gentle as a lamb. Now, take him his food.
Alright, so we're gonna wait for her to go take the food upstairs. We're gonna knock her out. So, I guess we'll start with him first. Why do you walk faster than... Would you make up your minds? She didn't see any of it. What? What? Video games be like. Oh. Hey, Stream Hub, welcome in. What? Oh shit. She's gonna find the other lady. I gotta go. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She went to the torture. Okay. Oh no. Ooh, should we follow her? I kinda want to. I wanna see what happens. Oh no! Oh! Mind your business! What happened? Oh, she ran, so I was... Oh, the guards are moving! What? Ah! What happened? I went the wrong door. You didn't see anything? I don't know what you're talking about. Give me that coin. Shit. Uh-oh. They find that body, that's gonna be bad. Hold on, I gotta focus now. God damn it. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Oh, I fell off. Please don't find my bodies. Game, would you not be a pedantic ass, please? That'd be great. Oh, did I close the door? Did I not knock anything out? I think she just left the food and ran. I maybe she ran because they're scared of the torturer, maybe? Ugh. Stressful. Alright, no unconscious bodies found. Alright, we're alright. We made it. We did it, okay. Jesus. I wanted to see what happened when she took the food down there, but I was... Whatever. Alright, I was worried that I had left a dead body in the bathroom here. I'm about to do. Oh, God. Almost fell. Dang, you pulled that off. I know, right? I was like... I was choking. Holy shit. Oh, thank God you're still here. Work busted loose and you had to leave. Nice. So you didn't end up getting snowed in at work, yeah? Hell yeah. Man, I could... You know, getting snowed in or, like, being unable to go anywhere because of weather at home is one thing, but like, being stuck at work is another level of bullshit that I just can't even imagine, like, with the snowstorm. Oh, you're still here for 2 hours. Nice. Awesome. Oh, I see what you mean. You had to leave the stream, not work. Sorry. I thought you meant that you got off work and you had to go. Okay, I misunderstood. Okay, so you're still at work for 2 hours. Oh no. Alright, these two guys are apparently inseparable fucking brothers from another mother for some goddamn reason. So they're gonna be in my way and annoying this out. And the thing is, so in this game, you can't... Well, I don't want to say that you can't, because I think I have done it before, where you walk up behind... Oh, now you decide to move. Alright. That guy see me. Does he even swivel his head? Apparently not. Not that door. Don't make that excuse. That, mistake again. Apparently my brain thinks excuse and mistake are the same word. Ooh. I'd leave. Yeah. I might be tempted to sneak out, yeah. Imagine being stuck at work. Fuck that. I gotta go. My people need me. Alright. Now all we've got is this guy. But the thing is, it's damn near impossible to do a side takedown in this game. Maybe I reloaded the game. Did I reload the game and that's why? They didn't... I swear I thought I remembered putting a body in there. I'm gonna try this. Feeling it's going to end bad. I'll throw something there. Ah, it was right here. Sneaky coins? Any diaries? Alright, I'm gonna try this, but usually this does not work well.
No, stupid goddamn.
So I had the kill prompt, but not the knockout prompt. Fuck you, game. Alright, fine, I'll just go around him 80,000 fucking times. I could use a sleep dart, I guess. I could. Guess. Go back down here. Topped off food. And end up needing that. I'm gonna go the other way. This is a dangerous door to get out of, but I do want it to be open for me. Okay. Alright, here we go. Go. Prompt him to go look at the wall of light. What? Huh? Oh my god, game. Fuck you, game. Hate that shit. Fuck you. Have a sleep dart. The other get out of jail free card. I'll make that hallway manageable. No kill. Yeah. Yep, no kills. John, you haven't finished this game before. Killed so many. Loses bodies. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't remember if I knocked them out. Was that 5 minutes ago? It might have been. Hey, Sabet, welcome back. Dishonored again. Also felt like it'd be easier to stab him from that angle than, yeah. But this is a no-kill run, so yeah. Some kill run, at least have some blood on your hands. Nope, not in this playthrough. This is actually my preferred type of playthrough. Anybody can kill everybody. That's like the easiest way to play the game. So, I like a little bit of nuance and challenge. Sorry to disappoint. General Tobias. My good sir. Alright. Not that, I guess it's not really the... What did you... I guess it's not really that it's challenging. Challenge isn't really the word. Oh boy. Okay, I didn't know how far he was gonna take that. Challenge isn't really the right word. It's more like... I guess a test of patience? If I wanted to kill enemies, I have 6 million other video games to play. I don't understand why we're still arguing this point. If you're coming into a Dishonored stream, this is still the same playthrough, yes. It's starting to get a little bit annoying, and I'm just letting you know. I just want you to know. I'm a bit bothered by your existence in my stream right now. All right. This is my other kill. This is my other body's room. Why is this? I was like, is this guy pissing on the floor? Oh, no. I guess you can climb. It just doesn't show the arrows. Alright, cool. Not up for a friendly raffle. Maybe if I was friendly, I guess. But I would be willing to agree with you. The dead body block, the dead blocking body room. Yes, these were all body blockers at one point. If you came here for friendship, I am not the one. I'm here to play games exactly the way that I like to play them. Yes. Oh, I missed a book. Oh, Weaver identification. We've read that already. Okay, we cleared out that. Alright, first floor should be about done. We've come full circle here. This is done, 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 done. This leads outside. This is another... What door does this go to? Hold on, before I do that, I better save, because I'm an idiot. Body blocking bitches, the lot of them. What is this? Oh, okay. This is okay. So if you want to get every coin, this is where the other path takes you. This is where the other that crank wheel is that opens this. Now it's gonna hagfish, you motherfucker. I guess they assume that if you're coming in here, you've already killed the hagfish. Bitch ass hagfish. Give me that. What if I wanted to go this way on the way out, huh? There. Now that'll be another way out if you want to come out through the bottom floor. Spiritual. Oh, hey, Spiritual. Sorry, I didn't see you sneak in there. How you doing, buddy? Still trying to get friendship? It's been 72 years. Yeah. See, the thing is with streaming, I guess I'm more like, this is kind of like my space. And yeah, it's my space. My space, my rules. I'm gonna save this so you can see it. But you can actually be a bit of a shithead to the Lord Regent here. We can't do this because if we do this, it'll put everybody on alert, but I want to show it to you anyway. They remind me of the fish in Far Cry Primal now. Oh yeah, some of them, some of those fish can be pretty big too. Now I have fish blood on my hands. Well, as long as this statistics tracker doesn't say hostiles or civilians killed, we're good. How you doing, Spiritual? Anyway, we've been stealthy and haven't killed anybody up until this point, so I want to show you this, and then we'll reload the save. Okay, I guess it doesn't... What? Why doesn't this... Oh, wait, is this powered by the... Oh, I thought I was gonna show you something. I lied. Lies, deceit, and slander from the streamer. I'm so sorry. I thought it was gonna actually let me do it. Sorry about that. I didn't know that would happen. I guess that's only if you do a high chaos playthrough. I'm looking around for stuff to read. Mostly. I mean, stuff is good and all, but fish don't matter. I do believe, I don't think fish or dogs matter. The thing is about dogs is that they're typically not wandering by themselves. They usually have a human with them. And so if you, even if you or knock out a dog, like with a sleep dart or something, which you can do, you'll typically be alerted.
Did you hear
right
Morris
away.
was dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense? You're such a choffer.
Blow off, Joffer. Fish blood. I about touched him. I don't know if... I like watching the shadows. Oh, I did not mean to hit that button. I didn't account for this. I forgot this room existed. Okay. Well, there's nothing in it, so I'm glad no wonder I forgot it existed. We'll wait till he moves, if he moves. Spiritual, you're alright, feeling shit. Forced yourself to feel good? How did you manage that? Please tell me your secrets. How are things with you? Making good progress? Yeah, I decided to do an extra stream today. I told myself I wouldn't be going much longer, but here it is, 5 o'clock. I'm not finishing the chapter, and I'm not actually doing the takedown. I'm saving the actual takedown for later. For next stream. For tomorrow's stream, which we'll do a full stream of. I'd like to, I don't want to finish this chapter because it leads to an interlude that I don't want to interrupt that will lead to the next chapter that I don't want to start today, so... Alright. Guess, this is how it must be done. Alright, we've got almost everybody here. I'm probably not, right, there's the rune and the torture's chambers, a rune in there. I do need to go do that, get that. I haven't made a manual save in a while. By telling yourself not to be upset, reminding myself of all the good things, roof over the head, food and fridge, working arms and legs and brain, those are the important things, yes.
The Lord Regent resides here, as do those who await their turn with the executioner, though their apartments differ.
Huh? That's what I was saying. I was like, is that a guy? And he's like, huh? Like, yep, confirmed. Oh, shit, there's 2 of them in close proximity. Could be almost everybody, almost. Yeah, Necro, you know the way we do it here. He's coming. Hey, look around for a minute. I know he's going to be coming down here, and I want to... Aha. I did not mean to do it that way, but should work out. if the animations look a little janky, it's because we're playing the original Dishonored version and not the definitive edition where they fixed a lot of bugs, so there's a lot of visual glitches you'll probably see. Alright, and we just gotta worry about the one guard that's upstairs. Another thing to worry about, or to be aware of, is after you do the non-lethal task that you need to do to take down the Lord Regent, after you do that, it will spawn in 2 guards, and they will escort him somewhere, and when they escort him, you'll want to be aware of where you kept all your bodies leading up to that point, because they could potentially see them. Because they spawn out of nowhere. Lizzie, you have a bunch of appointments next month, so yay. I actually do too. Well, I actually consider a game coming out to be an appointment in a way, but like I've got one appointment for me. I'm gonna end up taking my mom to an appointment, and then I'm gonna end up taking my husband to an appointment next week or next month. And at the end of the month, we have a game coming out where I'll have vacation days. Shall I open a soft drink or make a warm tea? Bogey says tea. You know what I have to say about that? This is what I think you should do. That's what I think. I think some whiskey and cigars would do you good on this trying day, in this trying time. Indeed, I believe so. I couldn't pass up the opportunity. Couldn't pass it up. All right, let's go meet the torturer. I actually need to stop. Yeah, I need to stop and play something else, but I can't stop playing this. I really wanted to play this today. She dropped the food off and ran. We're gonna listen. I wanted that track to play. All right, he has officially looped. So there's some unique things about this guy. Number one, check this out. Even during stop time, he knows you're there. I know you're here. We haven't heard that all game because we haven't been spotted. Alright, so our usual little tricks here won't do the job. You don't do soda or booze, so oh wow, that's like all I do, Bogey. I mean, I like tea. I don't drink coffee though. I haven't drank. Well, I'm only drinking on like holiday weekends, basically. That's what it's kind of amounted to. Now, on Resident Evil Requiem weekend, I won't have any work, so I'll drink that weekend for streams, but I've pretty much stuck to mostly holidays for my drinking since I instituted my drinking rules back in August. I can't believe it's been 6 months. August 18th. So February 18th will be 6 months. We're in the middle of month 5 of my drinking rules. I've only had like one time where I kind of drank more than I should. Well, maybe more than once. I think twice. But it's the reason why I limit myself as much as I do. Spiritual, you think so too, but you have neither. Okay, that's fair. Do SMZ3. John, I'll be honest with you. When I first started watching Shindig Pig stream, I had no idea what he was playing. I had no idea what SMZ3 even stood for. I probably still don't. I've never played a Zelda game. I don't know anything about them aside from watching, like, Arcus speedrun them, so, like, I don't know anything about those kind of games. I've never played a game like them, even. Like, all I've played is, like, Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Zelda 3 is A Link to the Past. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I didn't know that, actually. I've always just heard it called ALTTP, you know. Lizia, I'll also be preparing for your birthday in March. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be actually, I think I'm gonna actually celebrate my birthday this year. It's in September, and it falls on near Labor Day weekend, so I'm gonna actually celebrate my birthday on a 3-day weekend. It's a special one because it's my 40th, so probably do something special. All right. Alright, so using stop time is pointless. But if you can happen to knock his puppers out without him seeing, then you can knock him out. Which I'm actually surprised that he can be knocked out, if I'm being honest. Yeah. And sleepy dog, anybody else's dog sleep like this on their bed? I know I made this joke twice today, but this is only the second time that I've knocked out a dog in this playthrough, so I have to make the joke when the situation arises, okay? I don't make the rules. Alright, so the torturer's got a little body down here that he likes to apparently toy with. Okay. This is the guy that put the torch to us at the beginning of the game. You have an optional mission to kill him, but we're not doing that because we're doing a no-kill playthrough. Yeah. Right, it was weird at first, but then you were like, oh. So what does SM stand for then in that case? Bogey, you quit sugar a few months back, so I don't even drink tea anymore. Oh, okay. Not even unsweet. I don't like unsweet tea, so I don't think I would drink unsweet tea even if I did quit sugar. But oh, Super Metroid. Oh, okay, okay. That explains why it looks Metroid-like. Okay. So what did they do? They put Zelda items in a Metroid game? I haven't played any Metroid games either, by the way. I probably, honestly, I don't know if I probably wouldn't have any issues stopping sugar, but I don't typically enjoy sugary things. I mean, I like a cookie from time to time. I do like cake. I do like cupcakes, but like, I have one and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm done. Too much. Bogey, oh baby, the big 40. Nice. 40 is old. One of us. Jay, yeah. I will be. I'll be able to join Necro in the old people. And fake sugar is gross. I don't mind it. I drink diet, so. Now, they do have different types of, I was gonna say false sugars, artificial sugars, but I prefer aspartame. Soon we'll have AARP. I know I'm gonna have to start looking for my Medicare stuff in the mail soon. Dinner at 4 p.m. You're already describing my life. We have a letter from you. It's just labeled Deary. Oh, dearie, dearie, down in the cellar, so dreary. Why won't you come out to see me? When you were here, we made them scream, didn't we? Come back to visit, and I'll give you another present, carved and shiny. You aren't much in the way of proper conversation, mind you, but I do love to watch you work. Come back, and I'll tell you stories, such stories. Your dear Granny. Granny, Granny, Granny.
Here you are, Corvo, within the high walls of your enemy's stronghold. What an impressive sight you make on your way to face the Lord Regent. How will you end his reign? By blood or by truth? He's not an easy man to get close to. If the Empress had been as well guarded, how different things would be now. Is it just revenge you're after, or do you have another plan in mind? Will you restore things, make it all right again and crown a new Empress? Or will you send them all howling into the void? Either way, I expect a good show.
Alright. Darn those false sugars, I know, right? Artificial. Bogey, oh, sorry. Wait, did I have my camera on? Or did I just not hit the button? You tried with the different kinds and it just made me angry. Yeah, like, they all suck in their own different way, right? It's kind of like trying non-alcoholic beers. It's like, which one can you tolerate the best is really the question, right? You just turned it on. Okay, so it was off for the cutscene is what I mean, right? Because I thought I hit the button, but I probably just missed it. Or the aftertaste. Yeah, I mean, I've been drinking it for so long, I don't notice an aftertaste. John, you shall have no other sugars before me. Okay, God. Alright, so that's the torturer dealt with, and one of the runes. We might be able to play around with Wind Blast, but that costs. We don't need anything else, really. I mean, we really don't need anything else, period, but. Huh? No, not yet. I'm about to switch things up. I know I've been saying that for like an hour. And I've been saying I'm gonna switch games any minute now. Alright. I'm probably just gonna leave this here. Alright, and that will be the save that we return to. Okay.